Final deck of the stream. This is a archetype I've been working on for a little while now, and I've been enjoying, and I've seen a fair bit of success with it on the ladder. Is a German Soviet mid-range deck. Now, before the nerfs, as you can imagine, was running a full complement of the Bloody Sickles plus a couple of T80s. With the nerfs, however, I've switched some cards around and I'm just trying out other things. One of the notable things about this deck, I would say, is its lack of hammers. I haven't found that it really needs it because we have a lot of units that just bounce their units up here at the top end that like the hammer would deal with. Obviously, the hammer is much more efficient at dealing with some of their big nasty units, but of course, if they're things that the hammer can't quite kill, or if they're untargetable, things like HUMMEL and PANZER IV F2, and to a lesser extent, when the game goes late, LEOPOLD can take care of those instead. But if you felt like you needed more answers to just really big chunky ground units, I suppose you could put in the hammer and cut a couple other cards elsewhere. For example, maybe these 15th motor rifles. I put them in because I found that I wasn't quite resilient enough against the really low to the ground aggro decks, and I was also just getting burnt out in the mid to late game, either by those decks or just things like one turn kill decks or even like Commonwealth, and this can just stop those shenanigans, so that's why it's in here. What else to note? We got some NACHSCHUB in here to have like really strong turns off the back of things like KATYUSHA finishing things off, or even NEBELWERFER and FLAMMPANZER. Just allows for some really snowbally turns, I guess. I'm trying a critical hit here. In the deck, we have a lot of units like the KATYUSHA and the NEBELWERFER, and also just a few Bloody Sickles that can deal like just a little bit of damage to help finish off big problem units with using critical hit. And then everything else is just like, I guess, what you'd expect to see in like a German mid-range deck. A lot of the big chunky bounce units up at the top end. We have KOMET that lets us grind out like the ramp and control decks here. Tiger 1, he has been pretty impressive for me so far. With that in mind, I'm trying out the PANTHER G, although to be honest, in my experience so far, PANTHER G has been probably, I would say it's definitely, I mean, there's times when it's better than PANTHER A in spots, and other times where it's quite a bit worse. I would say that the PANTHER A probably overall is a little bit better, but I'm going to continue trying this card, and we're going to try it out today and see how it feels. But I think overall I'd be happier with PANTHER A in this slot. Part of the reason being that it's just better against other German mid-range decks like this, because even if they're bouncing your threats with their units, at least you're getting some value out of the PANTHER A by coming down and denying them a card draw. What else is worth noting in this deck? I mean, just got a good variety of removal, early game removal in the form of Sudden Strike and FLAMMPANZER. Tactical Strike, just very efficient removal, can take care of troublesome P40s like we've been seeing all stream today. I would really like a third one in here. I'm just not sure what I would get rid of. Like, you could probably think about it more and find something. Maybe this critical hit's not that great. Maybe it should just be a third Tactical Strike. And yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Like I said, this deck I've been seeing a lot of success with it on the ladder, so we'll see if we can get to FM with it today. That's something I'll continue to tweak and update as time goes on. It's an archetype I really enjoy. German mid-range in general is an archetype I really enjoy. Enigma, I think between cards like this 22nd Infantry Regiment and things like the PANZER III-H, I don't think Enigma really does enough in the deck. It's not going to draw us very many cards most of the time. I found this deck often has a full hand. I'm going to cut all of this looking for stuff that can deal with their early plays. This could be tokens. I don't know that I'm ready to spend a Sudden Strike on this yet, not knowing what he's playing. Joint Operation, it could be a good consideration. This deck is running a lot of a variety of different units, so it could be that's a good swap. I'm really glad we drew FLAMMPANZER to have an efficient way to deal with this. engineer regiment, but if he shows us a lot of tokens, I'm going to save this for when he buffs something really big and nasty. I don't want him to buff that really big and nasty. I know he's gaining a ton of life here, but if he's tokens, his life total doesn't really matter. We just need to keep control of the board. I think I'd rather have attack strike here. I'm not going to run out the Katyusha just to get eaten by this Chaika. Not quite yet. Okay, I guess he's just playing some mid-range deck, obviously. So depending on what his other nation is, I don't think he's shown us yet. The Panther G is obviously really good here because it can't get hammered. But if he's running German cards, then he's just going to bounce this back with a Panzer IV anyway. What do we want to play? I think we can run this out, maybe move this forward. The thing about joint operations is that, I don't know, they have the versatility in being able to hit more things. It's just that if you're facing, but most of the, you're not hitting face with it anyway, so the versatility and be able to go face obviously not relevant, but you just feel super sad if you're playing it like against an aggro deck in the early game and they get like a bunch of buffs up on their units. Joint operations also relies on you having a decent board. So I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sold on joint operation in this deck. Maybe I should have. Yeah, I should have actually played the FLAMMPANZER out there first and then shot, because I think that's probably what I want to do with my turn here. It's quite possible we should have killed that unit a lot earlier too. He's playing like he's running German cards because it seems like he really doesn't want me to get the front line with this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then our thing gets eaten. This is probably dying next turn anyway. Move this to the front line, kill something, maybe. Maybe it's just that, actually. he's playing US cards. Okay, well, now I'm expecting to get Death from Above here. Oh, we're not. Could either tack strike this, finish it off with Katyusha, or just do something else. And then if he wants to run that into it, we can potentially finish that off later with something else. This checks that too. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we want to get a little bit more value off of that here. Doesn't mean he gets to draw a card though, so I don't know. I mean, so far, this Panther G seems like it was better than a Panther A would have been. To be honest. That's not that bad. It's just such a annoying card to deal with. I was debating drawing for that with this the previous turn. We would have found it anyway. I like this now though, because now he can't just replay this and eat this with that. It does live here, so if he has another another banner, it's a problem. I don't really care about that too much. Now, I do care about it if he moves it to the front line, though. Ugh, that sucks. That really sucks. I mean, I guess it was a good chance of him hitting that specific thing, right? One, two, three, four. What do I take here? I don't know that this is doing enough. Protects this, I guess. But that trades with that anyway. Yeah, maybe it's enough that's protecting that. Nice. I think he forgot the text on this. Well, I know he did. Okay. I think I just gain a bunch of life here. Can bounce this. Shoot that. I think that's what we want to do. Maybe I'm supposed to bounce my my Leopold there, actually. How much do I care about that thing right now? Man. I don't know what to play here. It's all so bad. Red banner, man. Red banner. That's all I can say. It's a heck of a card. Can we finally deal with that with that? That's a good place to call it. Yeah, he got off to a bit of a too much of an aggressive start and had things like red banner into hard to deal with units. I don't know. It was a long, complex game. I'd have to go back and look at the replay to see like where we could have done things differently. Oh, GG's. Maybe we want that? Sure. Yeah. Just got out mid-ranged by a mid-range deck going a bit bigger than us too. I don't know, is this a greedy attempting to get a Rising Sun? I mean, oh, he's stalling. I just noticed that he's playing there's a good chance this FLAMMPANZER hits something else that costs 1 anyway, so let's just preserve our life total a bit here and take out both of those threats. I think I'd rather be resource efficient here and do this. PANTHER G or PANZER IV F2? I don't think I pick this one in this position. We have another Panzer IV. We have plenty of cards. I think we just want big sticky threats that's tough for him to deal with. I'll go with this one, I think. Sure. So if I play that and he plays Sendai Regiment, we don't really have much else to do. Maybe I just play out this then. This is really good with that Katyusha we have in hand. This can be really good as the game goes longer. Maybe I pick that one. Tactical strike that, or do I save that for the artillery piece that he has? I think I should save it for the artillery. I could also just play this out, but then it gets eaten by this. Maybe I just run this out. interesting list. I think I just play this out rather than deal 5 damage. Could play these two. I think that's great. Let me just do this. Yeah, I think we just Leo. Well, that answers that nice and cleanly, so I think we'll do that for sure. This gets rid of this. This doesn't hit. We can finish it off with NEBELWERFER. Move this forward. Did I have lethal? Oh, I did! This game's been going so long, I figured there's no way I have lethal. Why is he down to 11? When have I been hitting him? That's fine. If we kill him, we have to stop playing. Oh, we don't have quite enough to play the Tiger 2. Oops, that's not what I wanted to play. There we go, we got there. Yeah, I don't know. We were so far ahead there that I just kind of checked out. I was like, as long as we keep up what we're doing, there's no way he can get back into this. It's a long, grindy game, though. That's the other thing I don't like about this card. The random, the fact that it has a 50% chance to deal an extra damage means people make bad plays like that. We just saw. And now I'm tempted to make a bad play myself to get a lot of value. Sure. So I can kill it with the NEBELWERFER and get some resources back. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything. Alternatively, if I kill it with this, we actually go up to 6 and I can play out Panzer IV. Doesn't really do much though, does it? I probably would rather just have an artillery piece and do this. Well then. Giving him a card drawback, but just rather keep the pressure on. This time I'm gonna let him eat this with that. Next turn he's dead to this. Unless he has health gain. He could also have... Oh, now he's not dead to that. Let's start with this, see if he has another Careless Talk in hand. What would I rather have here? Probably this, so I don't get got by something weird. Wow, GG. That was rough. And we knew the last card in his hand was the Panzer IV, right? So he drew one of those two cards off the top. Exactly what he needed. I'm not even sure that's a good keep, to be honest. Since we drew another one, I think we just go ahead and attack strike that. We have another one if he plays a P40. Yup. One turn away from being able to just do that. Suppose we could do it next turn. Or we could gamble with Katyusha. And even if we miss, we can NEBELWERFER it next turn. I hate this card. Never fucking works for me. It's a lot of cards you're spending there. Come on. So that's cost me 3 resources, and then this is another 2. Oh, he's probably got thingy in hand, but I don't think we can really do much. If he has the perfect hand, he has the perfect hand. What can we do? I don't want to play anymore. You're no fun. You with your big scary cards, get out of here. Well, so far this deck not showing up, doing anything that looks particularly impressive. I swear it's done well for me. Okay, interesting. Our opponent's playing a bit of a brew here. I'm guessing they're running a lot of artillery with the whatchamacallit. What do we play here? I could play this for this to finish that off. Basically trading this for damage. Like, he's gonna probably shoot it with that. Yeah, I think that's all we do. So that like killed one of his cards, gained us a bunch of life. I think that's fine. What's worse, a 3-4 in the front line or a 3-3 artillery unit? Probably the 3-3 artillery unit. Problem is then, don't have ways to deal with that cleanly. Not in hand, anyway. We can't exactly keep bouncing it back to the back line. But we can do that and shoot it like this. Well, that's annoying. Probably want this at this point. Okay. Opponent tried to hit our HQ. Realized his mistake a little too late. Shame concedes. Following turn. No plays from our opponent until this turn. What is going on? I think I want to just run that out. These two together could be something. Okay. Get this destroyed by a thingy here, but I don't think it's that big a deal. I don't want to run out any more threats here because he feels like he's playing to the last man. If I don't play Leo, are we beating to the last man anyway from here? This eats this. This deals 4, then 6 the next turn. I could play out a couple FLAMMPANZERs. I don't know. It's kind of a tricky position. I really want one of my other just like Hummel or Panzer IV for this so I can deal damage, or even for this. Just something else. Maybe this is wrong. Yep. Just gonna run back the play he did before. Yeah, there's a chance we can come back from this position, but it's just gonna be a long, boring game. And then there's still no guarantee we get there, so I'd rather just move on to a new game. Hmm. Well, if he moves this forward, we can finish it off with this plus the STKFZ. Next turn, we can also play STKFZ plus Hummel to bounce something. We get punished for taking that line if he has a red banner in hand, which he could. Okay. How much do you cost? 3. Sudden strikes are not what we want to see here. I think I just play this. Do I also play the Katyusha and shoot this and set up for a critical hit next turn? Probably not, because he's going to run this into something anyway. Deal damage. Kind of surprised he didn't take away this unit. Maybe he has a second one. That's probably what that means, right? And he's setting up for lethal next turn. How do we want to do this then? So kill that. Do this to both of those. No tank in sight. I think I just play this out. Okay, we have options here. We can also do that. This only costs us 4 to take this out. A good game. NACHSCHUB really showing its power there, letting us get just a lot of, just do a lot with our turns. I think this is probably the last match with this deck. And then I will call it a stream. I might continue to play maybe off stream for a bit sometime later, but I think that's it for me for now. Hey Jonah, how's it going? What do I want to do here? Probably just play this out. Maybe that's wrong because now he gets a guaranteed card, like 2 cards from this. Or not. Could have thingy next turn. What's it called? Bombing raid. If I want to play this out and deal damage to that, we get blown out by that. I think we just do this then. You can't just fly over this and deal damage. So that's clogging up the front line. Do I just draw some cards here? Maybe. Look, my card that draws a card drew me a card that draws cards. Okay. I think what we want to do now is play this out, shoot this, move this forward. Since we're going to lose a card anyway, maybe I'm supposed to play this. Probably going to get swept next turn, but I mean, My day's going okay so far. Kind of getting beat up, trying things on the ladder, but can't be helped. But I like the game a lot. I think this game's really fun. Guess we'll take that. What rating would I give it? I don't know. That's tough to say. I mean, if you like battling card games, this is like got to be at least a 7 out of 10, right? I know. For me, I just, this is kind of like everything I want to be doing in a card game. Like, it's got a clean, nice looking interface. The aesthetics are incredible. Just like the world. I wouldn't say I'm a history buff, but I really like historical games. So a World War II themed card game for me is like right up my alley, and then the development team just does such a great job at sourcing awesome card images and just giving this game such nice aesthetic touches, like the wear and tear you see on the cards, the old-timey music playing in the background, just all kinds of things like that really make this game something special in my opinion. I guess we got to just keep playing stuff out. I know he's running sweepers, but like we got to close out the game eventually. Yeah, I feel like maybe instead of this, I should play this last turn. Yeah, there's no harm in trying it out, right? Because it is free to play. We're just running. Now that we've like gotten through most of his guard units, sure. Now we're seeing the seeing all our removal that we don't need. These sudden strikes, obviously not for a matchup like this. Yeah, I don't know. He hasn't played to the last man yet, right? So it's probably coming soon. So I just play this out as a threat. We've seen 2 of the 3 tank guard units that he could have potentially, so I think we sit on this. We can't quite beat that, right? Because I could run this into that, and then I've been playing this game since about April of last year. And in terms of like game time, I've put in about 1,000 hours. Just like Japan just can do everything. It can run you down with aggro, it can grind you out with control using sweepers. No, I wouldn't say I'm a pro. I don't even know if I'd say I'm above average. Just kind of I'm a little on and off with this game sometimes. It depends. When I'm playing a lot, I can do well because I have more experience, you know, playing the game, understanding what people could be doing, playing to your outs, that kind of thing. I haven't been playing this game that much since the middle of last month because I've been playing a lot of another game, so I'm definitely feel a little rusty. I'm not 100% certain what's running around on the ladder. I'm just kind of back now trying to climb because it's a start of a new season. So I decided to start streaming again. Marshall. Do we keep one of these because we have a cheap tank to go with it? I'm fully prepared to get destroyed by the AI because that's kind of how our luck's been going today. Yeah, fine. I'll run this out just to get gunship missioned. Whoa, this is gonna get to draw 2 cards? Are you kidding me? Probably just run this out. Put on pressure. So much value. There it goes, finally. Joke's on you, opponent. I would have had to start discarding soon. Oh wait, am I gonna have to discard? Yeah, I am. I should have played something else. That's an annoying one to have to get discarded. Could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lucky us. Hey Jonah, thanks a lot for the follow. And thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Play this out. Well, he's dead. But we'll see if we can get another win, but against a human opponent this time, and then I think I might call it quits. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I'll be uploading these videos to the YouTube channel right after the stream ends. So right after this match. Definitely want that. Might toss those other two back. So I think we want a FLAMMPANZER. Actually just kill this. FLAMMPANZER this, move this up. Sure. Let's play the PANTHER G. Yeah, this is online. No, I'm not aware of battle card Savage Heroes. No. I like this deck. Let's do one more. Maybe we'll keep going until we lose a game. Because we're on a win streak right now. Obviously, we're running hot. But yeah, this is online. I'm playing in the best of one ladder, which is currently the game's only constructed competitive format. Unfortunately, I'm hoping we'll get more constructed game modes in the future, but for now, best of one is where it's at. They do plan on adding tournaments sometime soon, and I'm sure more game modes are on the way. I think they're gonna. I think we got some PV game modes that they said they wanted to add, and so there's a lot to look forward to in this game. This game's very young, so there's a lot coming down the pipeline. I think I'll keep KOMET in hand because if this is a more controlling matchup, this is just a good card in matchups like that. PANTHER G. I think I'll toss that looking for more removal. PANTHER G can be good, but Britain has things like the RAAF that can really mess with that, and we wouldn't know what other nation he's playing with, so you could have other ways to deal with it. Since he's running discard, I think I'll run that out. He probably has something to deal with this, but and it like kind of it already replaced itself, so I think that's okay. I think I just want to keep applying pressure. Well, kind of punished for running that out like that, but is what it is. Guess we just take the front line with this shoot. That sucks. That's the exact card we didn't want to see him take. Do I bounce that? Is that ridiculous? Because then the following turn we can shoot it with this and finish it off with critical hit, and we're ahead on cards, right? No, I don't think we want to do that. That's probably a little too aggressive. We just want to do this. Yeah, it's for cards like this why I would want the hammer, but we have other ways to deal with that. In theory. Well, I'll check it out later. Is it free to play? I might give it a go in that case. Do I bounce that? He doesn't have much going on. But then what happens if I bounce that? He shoots that. It's free, okay. That's cool. Back-to-back Panther A's. Not where we want it to be. This is pretty expensive. Maybe I'm just supposed to keep bouncing that. Okay. probably want Leo. Everything else doesn't really do much. So you can draw a card and deny me a card draw here, but I think we want to do this. I'm using Streamlabs OBS actually. So far I found it pretty good. Okay, so that takes care of that. You drew some good cards, it would seem. Alright, I think that's it for me. I might, based on the way those games went, I might have to definitely need to reevaluate what this deck is doing and maybe see if there's a way to make it better. Or maybe there's just a better nation pairing that we'd like to explore. Possibly just yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching, everyone. I don't know that I'll be back sometime this week streaming, but I'll definitely try to be back to next week, early next week, do some matches. But until then, thanks for stopping by. Good luck, have fun out there in your games, and have a good rest of the day.